Hi folks, welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And that's your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Welcome back. From Fox News, New York City woman charged with attempted murder and unprovoked Times Square subway shoving. NYPD arrested 29-year-old woman seen pushing 42-year-old commuter into moving train. I'm telling you, things are coming apart. Now, you're going to see from the video, you make up your own mind. After you see the woman that pushed the other one, you really can't see her hitting the train, so it's not graphic. So don't be worried about that. I wonder what will happen to her. Let's try to keep track of this story if you can, folks. Look it up online. She was charged with attempted murder. We'll see where it goes. New York City police said Tuesday an arrest has been made in connection to an unprovoked attack caught on camera at a Times Square subway station a day earlier, when a female assailant was seen getting up from a bench and shoving another woman into a moving train. Athonia Agigbara, 29, of Queens, New York, was charged with attempted murder. Disturbing video released by the New York City Police Department on Monday shows a female suspect, believed in her 30s, wearing a multicolored scarf, black shirt, and beige pants, getting up suddenly from a bench inside the 42nd and 7th Avenue station and pushing a 42-year-old woman who was standing off camera against the moving train. It's amazing. And here it is here. If you notice on the right, you can't see her. She gets up and pushes the woman right in the train. One of her shoes fell off. You really can't see her, but she does fall back onto the ground. No serious injuries. I guess she was cut up pretty bad. The assailant appears to be calmly walk away as several other bystanders on the platform appear relatively unaffected. Now, there is the one guy there with the gray shorts, but why isn't he? Is he going after her? I don't know. Police say the 42-year-old woman did not fall into the tracks, but rather the force of the push knocked her out of the moving train before she ricocheted backward on the platform. I think we've seen enough of that. She was transported to a hospital with injuries to her legs, arms, and, face and legs, which police said were serious but not life-threatening. Detectives canvassed the area and interviewed witnesses. The same NYPD officers who responded to the shoving incident were back to work hours later, canvassing both the street and above and below ground after reports of gunfire at the same transit hub, WNBC reported. A man in his 30s appears to have been shot in the leg on a southbound platform. An officer at the scene near the corner of 40th Street and 7th Avenue told WNBC reporter it seemed the victim inadvertently wounded himself, though the incident remains under investigation. Well, either he did or he didn't. Hey, dummy, did you shoot yourself or did somebody else do it? But this is the thing. I'll show this again. It's not graphic, so you don't see her hitting it. She's just standing there minding her own business. Now, here's the part where I'm talking about till you see the video. As you see the young lady that shoved her is black or non-white, whatever you want to call it. It'll be interesting to see how New York City District Attorney handles this. And this is the mindset. I can do whatever I want to, anywhere I want to. I can jump the turnstile. I can ride anywhere I want to, not pay. Nobody's going to prosecute me. I can go into stores with 10 people, wipe out whole counters. What was it, in San Francisco? 19 Walgreens in the city shut down. And the ones that stayed open put plastic guards along everything, and they scream racism because you can't get to them to steal. This is what's happening, folks, around the country. New York City is just the epicenter of it. And this is what happens when you tell people, hey, you can do anything you want to. Nothing's going to happen to you. We'll probably arrest you, won't even give you bail. You can destroy businesses. You can burn out businesses. You can burn down buildings. You can destroy a person's livelihood forever. You can do all of that. and nothing will happen. And slowly over time, people just do what they want to, and it's chaos. And this is just the beginning, folks. Now, I live in upstate New York, but there's some people with that attitude here. Luckily, though, we have a really good police department and mayor, and it's pretty much kept in check. But down in the big cities, the big deep blue cities like New York, law and order doesn't exist. It's chaos. And by the way, I feel bad for the lady that got pushed on the train. But these are the people that voted de Blasio in. I mean, in all fairness. Just because there was a D in front of his name. And that's the way it is. And that's the way this next election is coming up. It was a former NYPD officer, I believe he was chief of police, that won the primary, which is the general election. Let's be fair here. There'll be a Republican. I believe he was the guy that started the Guardian Angels. I forget his name, Curtis. I forget his last name. He'll lose. He'll get slaughtered. And then they'll vote in. And then the first thing he did after he won the primary, he went to the White House, called a little press conference outside the White House, and kissed Joe Biden's ass. And there you have it. He talked tough. He talked reasonable about not cutting the police and all this other progressive leftist nonsense. And then after he won the primary, he went and kissed Joe Biden's ass. Okay. All right. But I feel bad for the people that didn't vote for him and didn't vote for de Blasio. And like that woman there, what is she supposed to do? Luckily, she wasn't killed, thank God. Fact of the matter is, where's going to be her? How many tens of thousands of dollars in medical bills is she going to run up? Where's her GoFundMe like Vice President Kamala Harris did? A website for bail for rioters and looters. Where's her GoFundMe page from the mayor of New York or any high official in New York? Here's her GoFundMe page right here. That's her GoFundMe page. Nothing. Why? Because she's not a victim. She's part of the oppressed. It's so convoluted, I can't even keep track of it anymore. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to get a lot worse. And then with the dismal job numbers that came out for September, and then blaming it on the wrong people. I can't say what the president blamed it on, because this is YouTube, and if you even mention certain words, I'm shadow banned enough. Maybe I'll do a small story on the pitiful job numbers from September. And meanwhile, over 1 million people have crossed into this country unlawfully, illegally, and God knows where they ended up. They were given appearance tickets too. They're not going to show up. Over 90% don't come to court. And then the ones that are decent enough to go through the process of immigration have to jump through all kinds of hoops and spend tens of thousands of dollars. So you know what? Maybe they should say to heck with it. Take a trip. Don't ask for legal immigration. Take a trip. Pretend you're going on vacation in Mexico and cross the border unlawfully. They'll let you right in. And your path to citizenship, or at least a green card so you can work. So you see this pattern. Not obeying the law bears fruit. Not obeying the law has no consequences. And it's filtered down to everything now. We just had a judge overrule the Supreme Court of the United States concerning the abortion ban in Texas. Whether you fall on the part that agrees with the Texas law or the part that doesn't. A one lonely, low federal court judge overruled the Supreme Court of the United States. There is no law and order anymore. Our institutions are being ignored and pushed aside, and that attitude is spreading everywhere. Everywhere. What did AOC say once? Or no, I think it was Joe Biden. We don't care about facts. We care about truth. Yeah, my truth. It's going to fall apart more. So those of you in the big cities, if you can, I know it's hard, get the hell out. You can find a job easy enough. If you're a decent, law-abiding person, you're welcome here in upstate New York. Jobs everywhere. Not only the greatest jobs in the world, but you got to start somewhere. So there you have it, folks. A little piece of the progressive world. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.